After months of waiting and speculation, rallying returned to the forests of Wales with a COVID-secured test event organised by a number of car clubs, keen, as are we all, to show that the sport has got what it takes to get up and running again in this new normal. Working to the government's rules then, a 15-car entry would start the rally at the privately owned remote forest, close to the Brennick stage used on Rally GB. And with the vast outdoor space, it was easy to maintain social distancing protocols. And as you can see, there's compulsory wearing of face masks and hand sanitizer stations throughout the venue to keep people safe. New start and finish line procedures were also in place for the crews, ensuring that contact between competitors and officials was being kept to an absolute minimum. On to the stages then. How good does it sound to say that? Richard Keane will be the first of our drivers to tackle the slippery stages out here, but running as course car ahead of the entrance. With this rally being a non-spectator event, it would be a bit of a show for the marshals. Damien Cole and Jamie Edwards arrived here expecting to run as course car themselves, but a few withdrawn entries saw them take the number 1 on the side of the door. That slightly depleted entry then would leave Ian Bainbridge and Will Atkins in the only R5 car, making their run a little easier than perhaps it could have been, setting the fastest time over the morning stages as you might expect. There'd also be some good times though being set by a couple of young Fiesta R2 drivers. Elliot Payne and Cameron Fair gaining a small advantage after 4 of the day's 8 stages. A small advantage of 20 seconds to be exact over this man, Fraser Anderson, Rhys Stoneman alongside. Fraser being coached by British rally champion Matt Edwards. Tim Phelps and Elvin Manuel were no strangers to the forests. Regulars on the BTRDA Rally Series, of course, lying in 4th place after the morning stages in that escort, showing their experience perhaps. And it would be a fantastic drive from Owen Lloyd and Di Roberts on the notes. The 18-year-old in his first gravel rally in the Mark II Escort and showing his talent already. Not all of our crews would get through the morning without incident though. Unfortunately for Ross Leach and Hannah Davison, their event would come to a bit of a sticky end on the second stage of the day. They clipped the inside of a corner, end up going off into a ditch. It's important to remember the event this weekend wasn't really about the competition, with crews here for a mixture of reasons, including testing, ready for the return of events across Wales, and of course, just being out there, having fun, and getting some rally cars back in the forests. We caught up with some of the crews in the Midway service to have a chat about how their day was going and their thoughts on this unique rally.
Yeah, it's nice. A bit of a surprise this morning because we were supposed to be car 0 running the safety car, and then when I arrived, because Hugh Hunter hasn't started, they asked if we wanted to run a car 1. So we got a road rally car running a car 1 on a stage rally. At least it's been a rally run now, so hopefully it'll be the first of many once we get into January and February.
It's really good. It's my first gravel event, and it's a bit of a weird one because my dad called me last week and was like, "Do you fancy doing a rally?" And I was like, "Yeah, that sounds good." And he's like, "I'll navigate," which is obviously like, your dad navigating is quite a big thing. And then this is his car. So I've got a few things going around my mind. Like, obviously, I really want to enjoy it and I'm absolutely loving being back out again. But obviously, dad is like being quite precious about his car, but we're really, really enjoying it. And it's been great just sliding around, just getting used to the gravel. It's pretty cool. It's been organised really well. The stages are, slippy and tricky, but I think the organisers done a great job pulling it together. And we look forward to doing some more kind of events like these.
Yeah, it's definitely good to be out. Very slippy, but really enjoying it. And didn't think we'd get out this year, but great to the organisers and everyone involved in it. It's really good.
As far as the action on the stages and the leaderboard were concerned, the afternoon would go much the same as the morning for most of our crews. The positions will be similar to how we started the morning, but a position gained for Owen Lloyd means they finish in 4th place overall. Fraser Anderson and Rhys Stoneman didn't manage to gain any more ground on their Fiesta rivals. They end the rally with 3rd place on our leaderboard. That, of course, means that Elliot Payne and Cameron Fair end the rally with 2nd place. A good test for the pair, having fun along the way with some good times to show for it as well. with a victory on every stage of the day. It would be the number one spot for Ian Bainbridge and Will Atkins, taking victory by over 2 minutes, perhaps to be expected as the only R5 car to make the start. But remember, this was an important rally in many ways.
Well, today's brilliant. It's been terribly wet. It is December. We've had a short day, but everybody I've spoken to has really enjoyed it and is pleased to see motorsport back again here in Wales. Rally Adfer was a sort of idea that we discussed between 4 motor clubs almost exactly a month ago, and the motor clubs have worked absolutely fantastically to put everything on. You know, as a competitor and somebody who's been involved in rallying for far too long, 40-something years, I've not really seen how a rally has sort of come together and how much effort it actually is. So this is it. Yeah, we've demonstrated everything can be run safely. All the emergency and safety precautions were put in place, especially on top of that all the COVID restrictions. I hope people can see when things start to improve next year that we don't have to wait until sometime in the late spring or summer before we can even think about it.
So here's a quick rundown of the results at the end of this unique rally. 15 crews started the day, and along with the organisers from 4 different motor clubs and an army of marshals ensuring the stages were safe. Each and every person out here in the forest today played a part in making this event a success and hopefully kick-starting the return of rallying to the forests of Wales and indeed the whole of the UK, which is what this was all about. A unique and important day. So we'll leave you now with a look at everyone who competed and came out to show that rallying has what it takes to adjust and get going in this new normal this weekend. We will see you out on the stages in 2021.